Great morning, friends. Jason DeSantis. Hashtag Cincy Car Coach. YouTube at Jason DeSantis. There is no such thing as happily ever after. So sad. No such thing as happily ever after. The reason I say that is it's a comment that I heard on a training yesterday that I was watching by a gentleman named Ryan Stewman, who I follow. And I thought it was such an interesting point, I wanted to reiterate it to the best of my ability. There's no such thing as happily ever after. So as a child, I can remember learning through osmosis and direct influence, I guess, that I should look forward to a happily ever after. You know, all the fairy tales, of course, are the obvious thought when that phrase is used. The prince and the princess find each other and they live happily ever after, right? They have no more problems. The dragon is dead. So, in a sense, it's almost like that's what I've always looked forward to and hoped I would have, this feeling of everything's going to be okay now. And as I got older, I feel like I learned to transpose that idea into more logical concepts, like retirement, right? Isn't retirement supposed to be happily ever after? So, like, career-wise, we're all chasing this, you know, the kind of paying job that's going to set us up. Back in the old days, it was pensions, and now it's just, you know, you got to make enough on your own and invest it. When are you going to retire? Play golf for the rest of your life. And that's supposed to be happily ever after, or whatever the concept is for you. In more short terms, I think I apply it to other ideas, such as, well, next year, if I make 50% more than I made last year, life's going to be grand. You know, I won't have the problems that I'm dealing with right now. I'll be able to take that vacation. I'll be able to spend more time with the kids. Or after I lose 20 more pounds, I'm going to be so much happier. I'm not going to feel down about myself the way that I feel right now. The list can go on. And obviously, I'm sure you know whatever yours is. But I think it's a freeing concept to look in the mirror and say, there is no such thing as happily ever after. Stop chasing it. It doesn't do you any good. Really, I think. I mean, I never thought of it this way, but like I said, I watched this training and it really had me thinking. Because look at the reality of it. The more you chase that, the less you make right now a happily ever after. And I guess what I mean by that is you need to accept the fact that trials and tribulations and tough times and crap is going to continue to happen in life every day until you die. Do you understand that? Things are going to suck about your life every day until you die. The things that suck today might not be the things that suck tomorrow, but there's going to be things that suck. So what do you do about that? Because that dragon will never die. You know, the fairy tale I was talking about, where the prince and the princess live forever, happily ever after, because the dragon's dead. Well, guess what? There's a new dragon tomorrow. And next year, and the year after that. So, what do we do about that? That's the question. You got to find a way to enjoy the process. It gets back to the most simple basics of human existence, and that's perspective and attitude. What are you paying attention to? Are you focused on the dragons, or are you focused on the things that can benefit your emotional health? It's a choice. Happiness is a choice. Love is a choice. So are all the negative feelings. You know, I saw something the other day on Facebook. It said that if you counted the numbers, 1 through, how many letters are there in the alphabet? 26, 27, something like that. And applied each number to each letter in the alphabet. So number 1 stood for A, and number 2 stood for B, and so on and so forth. Did you know that the word attitude equals 100%? Knowledge is only like 97%. There was a couple other examples, but I found that telling. So choose to be happy today. Make it a great day.